Wow, that sure just, gee, gives me a nice fuzzy feeling whenever we talk about crime at a young age. I mean, golly, it really does it for me.
Can't believe that worked.
All right, so what's the plan? One bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. We're gonna get this job done, right?
No. Killing is an art form. You have to play with your prey. You have to nibble till the bone shows.
That's a great image.
I got it.
All right, cool. So, I mean, have you figured out the layout of the house yet? Are we going in through the front door, the back door, the side door, the in-between door?
We're here.
Oh. Great.
What's the paint?
Oh, my darling, I'm so frightened.
Just relax. I'm sure now that Rutherford is helping us again, everything will be just fine. Listen, darling, I don't know how we got mixed up in this crazy life. When Mama and Papa died and left us this ridiculous pottery shop, we should have just turned the whole thing down.
Oh, I know, my love. I am so frightened. I don't know what to do. Oh, talk to me in that high voice.
You see?
Oh, I like how that's done.
I hurt my foot.
So I heard we already gave you a little visit today, and someone didn't really want to budge. So here we are, ring ring.
Do you like your nails clipped short or long?
Well, I actually prefer a little square. But wait a minute!
Just say yes. You like it both ways.
But we already paid. Okay, we can't afford to pay two people. We already paid Rutherford.
Just get the nails clipped.
No, please don't hurt him. Please, no.
Oh, it's just a little manicure.
No.
Oh, they actually look pretty nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, pretty. Oh, there it is.
See, an art form. And now,
I was wondering if I could get a piece of what's going on here.
we are manicurists.
You see, I could tell that they weren't manicurists. I was the city's best private eye. You couldn't pull one over on this dick, not in any chance. All right. I just want a vase. That's it. Charles, are you okay? You've done a lot of pottery work for my wife and me.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine.
It's fine, Dick.
Let me just show you something over here next to the... You gotta help me. They're terrorizing us. They're clipping my nails down to the nub. Please, I know you got a heater in there. Do something for me. Help me, please. I'll do anything you say. Just help me out.
Charles, you've been a dear friend of mine. You even provided the urn for my mom's funeral.
Yes, but by the way, you still owe me $20, but that's not important right now. What's important is that you gotta help me. You gotta take them out of here. You gotta take them down. You gotta
All
get
right,
rid of
calm
them. You
down,
gotta get rid
Charles.
of them.
There's only two of them. I'll see what I can do.
I have a question for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I don't know if this is the most appropriate place to say it, but
Okay.
I would love if you could have a drink with me after this job.
Yes, go get the drink now.
Stupid, I'm just gonna do a thing right now, and you're asking me out on a date. I can't get
say
frazzled.
All right, you two. I can see a shakedown from a mile away. I've got sharp eyes, see? Eyes like a bald eagle staring down at a lake with his salmon swimming.
Oh, that's really specific. I like that.
A real American, not like you two.
Oh, what? What's more American than us?
I was dumped in a dumpster.
It's real American. And look at him now, the American dream, am I right?
That's right, we're married.
Yeah.
All right, I don't want to do this, but you better get out of here. Pick up that phone. Get ready to call the cops.
Me?
No, I don't think you mean.
Oh, right, because we're gonna go. Yeah.
We are leaving.
All right. Okay.
What's going on here? Who are you?
I'm just a guy who happens to like vases.
He's a dick. Leave him be. Ah, this man over here, I kind of know him.
You are a dick?
That's right.
There's nothing going on here illegally. You must leave now.
Well, I'm just trying to buy a vase. If there's nothing going on
You
illegally,
stay here.
I think maybe you should leave now.
Everything okay? Charles, Cynthia, should I go?
Yeah, why don't you go?
Yeah.
Can we still go?
We're just gonna go, yeah?
Yeah, get on out of here.
Oh, great.
Good. Charles.
You're Charles.
I know, I'm so gal!
Snap out of it, man. I knew that guy. That guy's name was Rogeford or Rocheford or Rutherford or something like that.
I don't know, but
He works for the Donna.
Help us.
What have you gotten me into, Charles? Cynthia?
I can't take it anymore. We're under their thumb. They come here one after the other, extorting us for money for protection. But we gotta get out of here, and then we can't get out of here unless you help us, Charles. I'm Charles! Stop it! You didn't do anything! Please.
It's Joe. Remember, my name's Joe.
Joe, all we want to do is live our lives. All
Please.
we want to do is live our lives nice and easy, right?
Yes, please help us.
This town is dirty, and we need someone like you to clean it up.
I quit the force because I didn't like being a goody two-shoes. I like getting my hands dirty. Truth was, my job's not so different from those who extort the weak. I just happen to end my contract sooner. Usually only takes me a couple weeks or so. My gang is a dirty bunch, sure. And I couldn't let my friend down. All right. I'll help you out.
It's
That Dollar gang's not going to be easy to crack yet. They're a tough nut.
It all stems from her. Once you get rid of the Donna, then everything else will take care of itself. Kill the head of the monster and the monster dies. Do something horrible to her. I don't know. Rip out one of her organs, rip it open, shove her in it, and sew it closed.
That sounds like a damn crazy idea.
Just so crazy it might work.
Charles, I think you've lost your mind.
Maybe so.
Here's what I'll do. I'll stake her out for the next week or two, or maybe a month. I'll build up a nice dossier, including pictures of all the illicit activity that she's done, and I'll give it to the police, who will lock her up in the federal penitentiary for the next 4 to 5 years.
No, the spleen! Rip out the spleen! Cut it up and shove it! No, not the spleen. That's not good enough. Oh, there must be something that'll work.
Get yourself a drink, man. I think you've lost your mind. In fact, why don't we all have one?
Please, Joe.
Prefer the American stuff, but guess we'll take the British in a pinch.
Me and you, we've known each other. We've known each other for a while. You've been coming in here, looking at the pottery.
Of course.
I've kind of come to look up to you, because you can drink like a horse.
What can we do to help? I'm so afraid. I've wet myself. I can't get up. Thank you. You're a real gentleman. Thank you.
Listen, Cynthia, Charles, you're really the only friends I have. My wife doesn't like me. Barely makes pot roast anymore. I'll do it. I'll look out for you. You see, the little guy's got to stick together. In a town like this, if we don't stick together, we just get run over and forgotten about.
It's got to be more than just your helping hand. You got to kill her. You got to get rid of that vermin once and for all.
Don't worry. If a dirty deed needs to be done, I'm the dandy dude to do it.
I think killing is a good idea.
For some humble pottery folk, you sure are lethal.
All we want to do is sell our pots.
And apparently off somebody now and then.
Well, yes.
In a gruesome fashion, using offal. That's guts.
I understand. I used to be a butcher.
That's why I love him. I love when he slices things open. When he cuts up raw stuff.
Please, darling, you'll make me wet myself.
Charles, I love you so much. Please, please. I can't live without him.
Do it, Joe. Go and do it for the little guy.
All right. I'll start with somebody I know. I strolled out to the cold San Francisco air. The fog tendrils lay on the ground, covering everything in a misty essence that looked like I was stepping into an ethereal playground. I knew right where I was going. A little guy, I recognized him. His name was Ratso. He'd been an informant for the Donnas for a long time. I didn't like having to go head-to-head with the Donnas, but it's good to pick on the little one if you have to start somewhere. Oh, there you are. All right, Dame Scram. This is man talk.
This is my partner. I don't usually leave my partner. You good?
I think I'm good.
She had a steely gaze. I was glad she's gone. I wasn't sure I could take her. All right, Ratso, listen. Get up off that park bench.
I'm no longer in your employment, cop.
I'm not a cop anymore. We
Well,
pay,
you do the law,
we
don't
pay,
you?
we pay better in the private eye business.
$1.
That's a whole $1.
It's a lot more than I made last week.
That's right. You can put a down payment on a Studebaker with that.
What's a Studebaker?
It doesn't matter. Listen, Ratso, you look like a good kid. You really think shaking down poor humble folk for money is the way to do? Is that the kind of life you want to live?
No, it's not! All right, it's not. But I'm trapped, like a rat in one of those little paper things with sticky stuff. When you get the cheese, then you get stuck, and then they have to drown you.
Yeah, I prefer snap traps myself. Quicker, more bloody though. Listen, Ratso, if you want out of this life, let me be your man. All we have to do is break the dawn, and then you'll be free. You know she won't let you out of that life unless your head is stuck in the sticky trap, and you're drowned.
Break the dawn.
That's right.
How could you possibly do that? She owns half of the Mission District and most of the Richmond area.
Well, it's going to be a tough task, that's for sure. But
What
if
do you want me
out,
for?
I need eyes on the inside, see? Everybody knows that I've played it straight and narrow for the last 10 years. Maybe I'm a little crooked now, but that's not crooked enough to get in the Donna's game. I need you there to give me an entrance. And once I'm in, bang, pow! I light some firecrackers and I kidnap her.
That's what I thought. Very obvious sound.
That's right. Get them down in Chinatown.
Right. Keep them there.
For, you know, the rest of the night.
Right.
Or longer.
Yes.
Till you get a confession out of her.
Exactly. And then you put her in jail.
Just like an honest citizen should.
With no blood.
No blood, or kidney work, or hearts, or lungs, or brains. Just good, solid detective work.
As much as I wanted to exit the Donna's embrace, she also did get me out of the streets. She made a man out of me, not in that way. I loved her. All right, as long as she doesn't die, I'm in.
Yeah, of course, I wouldn't kill her. I couldn't kill her. These hands are too pearly white. My nails are perfectly clean.
Could use a little...
Oh, thank you. You should check out your partner's nail. I noticed she had a nasty, nasty hangnail on her thumb.
I was beginning not to trust Ratso, so I'd been tailing him. I pulled up in my car alongside him and a strange man. Ratso! Get in! I'm over here!
What are you doing here? This is my thinking spot. You're not allowed in my thinking spot.
Listen, Ratso. It's gone. Listen to me!
I'm listening. What?
I'm starting to get feelings like you're not totally into joining the rat hole.
I am totally into joining the rat hole. I was born for the rat hole. My name is Ratso.
It makes sense, but the way you're acting doesn't connect. That man and his wife are still alive, in case you didn't notice.
People keep interrupting.
Well, I wanted to show you something, Ratso.
What?
There's only one woman who ever got out from underneath the clutches of Donna.
She did?
Yeah, and I want you to see what happened to her. So we're gonna go to her place.
Very interested in seeing this, hypothetically speaking.
We drove to the dingiest part of town, down in the Tenderloin. We climbed up 15 stories. Came to an apartment with a door that was barely hanging on. I kicked it open.
Close the door, the light's coming in.
It's off its hinges. Listen,
Meant to fix that.
Whiskers?
Yeah?
Whiskers. I want you to meet Ratso.
Hello.
don't look well. Why are you showing me this?
Whiskers Ratso might be having some ideas of leaving. And I wanted you to show him what happens to people who leave.
This is what happens.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Well, what happened to you? You look like you're dressed in rags. You live in a dump.
Don't rub it in.
I'm just wondering, it's
You know what this looks like, this place?
like what?
What do you think? It looks like a rat hole. I left one, and this is what I end up in.
Why did you leave?
I was unhappy.
Did you want a family? Did you want a white picket fence?
No. I wanted a red picket fence.
So yes.
Look what I have instead. Nothing. A broken door, mangy curtains, and this guy who just comes into my house like I'm a disrespectable woman.
Ratso, do you want to know why she's still alive, even though we say that no one's allowed to leave the rat hole, Ratso?
Hypothetically speaking, I do.
What about literally speaking, Ratso?
What do you know?
Calm down here, Ratso. Listen,
Everything you've done
Hey!
tonight.
I don't need no more blood in this place.
Whiskers, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get the package I dropped off earlier. Come on, pal, get out of here. This is a storage place for people. Get on your knees!
What do you have
Not
chose?
another one.
You're supposed to kill him, don't you remember? So do it! There's no one here to stop you.
Do it on this spot where there's already a bloody person print.
Do you know how many people joined the rat hole? Count the amount of blood stains on the carpet there. Do it.
I looked up into his eyes. I couldn't tell if they were filled with malice or sympathy. There's often such a fine line between those two emotions.
He's a talker.
I surveyed his body, looking for a place where I might attack, but I was repulsed. Look, then he raised the gun and aimed it at my head. His eyes took on a steely glint. Was he going to shoot or not? I held my breath until finally I was subsumed by blackness.